All right, questions?
How did you start to sense you were making a move, to be a contributor on defense?
Started in the spring. Coach started to believe in me. He started putting me on the field, and since then, I just kind of knew that this year would be special teams and defense for me. Just like growing, working towards it, and I feel like all summer they prepared me for it. So, yep, I've been prepared since.
How did you feel out there on Saturday? Because it wasn't 5-10 snaps. It was 40. I mean, you were out there for most of the game.
It felt pretty good, just like practice. Like I said, they've been preparing me for a long time since the spring, and the older guys like Nick and Luke, they've been talking to me every week, every day, just like here's what you got to do, take steps to to get ready for that moment, and I did what they said, and I lived it, and it was just amazing. So it felt great.
Nick and Luke as leaders and as just guys?
They are great leaders. Like, there's nobody else I'd rather, be behind than those guys. They day in and day out, they're here, they're working hard. Off the field, if I need anything, those are the guys I can call on. I just feel like those guys have helped me grow a lot, and just respect them very much. Yeah.
Were there ever moments where you didn't know if it was going to work here for you at Nebraska? I mean, it took to your 30 years. You really got going. Did thoughts ever cross your mind the last 2 years? Looking to leave Nebraska?
Yeah, not necessarily leave. I was having a hard time getting on the field the past 2 years. Like I said, it came from believing within myself, and I struggled with that so much. And when Coach Rule came along and Coach Rob and those guys, they kind of helped me believe in myself, and that's what kind of got me on the field. Coach Rob told me early in the year, you need to believe in myself so I could believe in you, and I took that and I just started believing in myself. So before, when I wasn't playing, they were like, wow, it's hard, and I just stuck with it, trusted the process, and yep, it was sometimes, but trusted the process, kept working.
In the defense that just fits you? Like, are there things about this scheme that just naturally fit your ability?
Yeah, Coach White, he has me at all three positions, so I mean that makes me more available to the defense, and that's what kind of helps me a lot here. Last defense was kind of the two inside linebackers, but now you have the Jack, the Mike, and the Will, so I can play all three, which is very helpful for me. Yep.
Knowing from your experience that it's not easy to get on the field right away in your career, what do you think about Lenhart? And do you guys have a connection with your New Jersey backgrounds?
Yeah, we are very close, me and Cam. It's not easy, but he makes it look easy because he's very talented. He's another guy. He shows great leadership as a freshman, and he works hard, and it shows in the game and in practice. Our relationship is very good, and on the field together, we just kind of try to help each other, be great. So
Guys like him on the defensive side, there's players on the offensive side who are getting on the field as freshmen too. What does that do for, you think, the excitement level of younger players in the program on what this is going to be down the road?
It motivates them. It gives them something to look forward to. For the young guys that's playing now, they are doing their thing, and for the other guys that's young and not playing, like I said, it just motivates them to keep working hard and keep playing. Because when I got here and I seen guys in my position that was playing like Marquise Buford, it just motivated me. Because one day I will be playing next to Marquise Buford, and that's what it's going to do for like these young guys that's here now. They just got to trust the process and be patient. Yep.
What was the day, maybe the moment when the light went on in the spring and you're like, yep, I can do this?
They won. They won when they put us out there, and we was just doing indie and just going through it. I'm like, I'm ready for it now. This is the time. It's been a long 2 years, and now it's time to go. So they won a spring ball, fall camp. I was just ready. It's been a long time, and now was the time to do it.
Coach Rob helping you believe. Could you go inside that relationship a little bit? What has allowed you guys to click so well?
Coach Rob, I'm able to talk to him about anything. As what I love about it, his relationship. It's more than the football. I talk to him about my family problems and everything. And, it's like it's love there, And, off the field, he helps me on the field, so that off the field bond helps us on the field, just makes us, I love him, he loves me, so we just much closer, I do anything he asks me to do, and, it's just, that helps me, You love him, work my tail off for him, just grind 100%, so that's that's what our relationship is like. Yep.
What is that process of building up self-belief? How do you go through that when you're struggling to get onto the field? What's the challenge what's that process like?
The challenges is just when you make mistakes, is moving on and saying what's next. And Coach Rule introduced that to us. That's why you see it everywhere. What's next? And I started to believe in that. And you're gonna make mistakes, and the best thing to do is grow and learn from it, and just continue to elevate. And that's just something Coach Rule been helping us with. Yep. That's where it started with me.
What did New Jersey high school football instill in you as a person and a player?
Toughness. It's just a lot of toughness in New Jersey when you play football over there. The guys is great football, and it just installed a lot of toughness and grit to me. Played a lot of guys that was really good, like Ramir Johnson. We played him in high school, and playing against his school that was top 3 in the country. And it's just hard. So when you go through hard stuff in high school, you come here, it's just like, you're ready for it. There's nothing you can't handle. Yep.
What is it? What's the value of a coaching staff that understands all of that? Because a lot of these guys come from right around there.
Mm-hmm. It just helps me more. It just helps the other guys who comes from that stuff. It helps us, be on the same page for when that time comes. When things get hard. So it just helps us all be on the same page.
What was it like to play against Ramir in high school and now looking at him
It was amazing. He was pretty good. He still is pretty good. He's a great player, and his team was really good as well. It was just amazing playing against him and seeing him now, how much he's grown, how much he got so bigger, and going against him and team compete is just a lot. So it's just like going from kids to high school to college is just amazing. So yeah.
How does Coach White really emphasize forcing more turnovers?
He emphasized it a lot. That's something we will do. We're going to force the ball over, get a lot of turnovers this year. We are going to be a great defense, I believe so, and we are a great defense, and we're just going to get better every day because every day he talks it in our ear, punch the ball out, pick the ball off, get turnovers. So he's a great coach. I believe in him so much, and, that's another thing, just trusting in his process as well. Yep.
What's your favorite play you've made so far this year?
Favorite play might be that kickoff. I love special teams. That's the easiest way to get on the field, is just playing on special teams. That's all I've been trying to do, and I thought that would be my goal, is just special teams this year. But they have more plans for me, and I'm just thankful I got the opportunity. Yep.
What was that? Do you think that play right at the beginning of the season was a contributing factor in you playing more against Colorado?
Yes, I believe so. That was the play. I've been even on KR, I'm on a lot of special teams, so that play right there just kind of helps it a little bit. But even in practice, it's guys that that helps me get better, and special teams and preparing me for that moment was great. So.
How does playing special teams help on defense? What translates there?
Just showing that you got the dog in you, the ability to go down and make plays when it's hard, even when it's late in the game, when we're down, that translates just never giving up and showing ultimate effort and great effort, so.
Anything else? All right, thanks.